Hey there guys, just going to do a little project review here for you. This is the Mr. Hobby Super Metallics. So I've used these before and they look really nice, but I'm going to show you how well they look. The coverage is not like you'll get with a lot of other metallics, like the Model Air, but you get a near mirror finish with this. So what you need, just a regular paintbrush. Use a synthetic brush. Don't use your nice natural hair ones. I believe these are a lacquer paint, so make sure you're in a well ventilated area as well. You're also going to be using the Mr. Hobby leveling thinner, or Mr. Color leveling thinner to thin these out. So let's get right into this. I'm going to do it to build highlights with these. So I'm going to start with the Super Iron, then I'm going to go to the Super Titanium and the Super Fine Silver, and we're going to build up the highlights like that. It's not a tutorial, it's just a product review. So get this all shucking up. Get a little drop in the palette. We do about a 1-to-1 mix of this with the thinner. It smells a lot like nail polish. So we got a couple drops of the thinner in. Now, this stuff's also expensive, so I wouldn't use this for painting your troops. I would much rather see this used on characters or solos or special units, stuff like that. Hope you guys can see that okay. Yeah, this is a metal model, so I've used the self-etching primer on it. Much nicer, stays on the model better than your regular primer. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do a couple coats of this, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I've finished giving this a base coat of the Super Iron from the Mr. Hobby Super Metallic range. You can see it is real close to being a mirror finish on there. You can see the axe. I know the light's a little too intense, but that's just my ceiling light on there so far. This is no highlights, this is no shading, this is just the base of the super metallic, but yeah, it works real nice. Did the rivets on the back of his helm and his chest piece. So the next step is to highlight. Unfortunately, you guys won't see any of the highlighting on the video because of the how reflective this metallic is. You probably could even skip the highlighting stages of these paints and go straight to the inking, or if you want, washes, but I prefer the inks. They dry with a nice gloss finish rather than a matte finish that most of the washes dry with. If you want it to be dirty, then by all means do it, but there's other ways you can do it. You can use pigments, give it a little rust effect. You could use the oil washes, oil paints, and do some streaking on it. But for now I'm going to do go to the next color, which is the Super Titanium, also another super metallic. I'm going to just give it a few little highlights here and there and see if we can see this on the video. So give you a good look at this. Let's see. Let's use this instead. You can see in there how fine the pigments are. I've actually got a palette that's got some of this paint dried up in it, and yeah, it's pretty crazy how reflective this is, and you can hardly, with the way it goes on, you can hardly see any of the flakes from the metallics itself. So I'm going to thin that down a little bit. I'm just going to apply a few little highlights here and there. Mix that up a bit, take some of it off. So this makes it real easy to highlight too, because my room's light is pretty much a 45-degree angle to the miniatures, or to where I'm painting, so like you pick out little bits here and there for highlighting. I'm not going to go crazy with it. Little bits here and there. Yeah, you can barely even notice this as you paint it on. There is a slight difference, but it's not real intense. I might thin that down a little bit more. But yeah, you guys can see that that's giving you a near, well, you can actually see my the reflection of my finger on the bottom of the axe and this part of the chest piece when I'm rotating it. So I'm definitely happy with this. Again, it's not definitely not for anyone who's looking to do a fast paint job or dry brushing or anything like that. This is definitely something you want to spend your time with. They are not a cheap paint. For those little pots they come in, they're about $11 from where I purchased them. If you could find them cheaper, definitely pick them up. Even if you can't, like take a little more time on your character models, I would definitely pick these up. Give you that nice finish on your characters. Anything like that. At least to make them stand out a little bit. Highlight right here. I'm not too worried about it being a smooth transition between these colors because we're going to take care of that. I'm going to take care of that in the inking process anyway, so it's not a big deal. It's not smooth, just to get the base coat of it on. But yeah, anyways guys, that's it for my review. I'm sold. I like them. If you want to try them out, I'll post a link to the store where I've purchased them from, and then yeah, let's go from there. Maybe just right there. That's pretty much all I did. That's all that's on them. So, alright guys, we'll see you in the next one, alright? Bye.